Hello everyone, it's me Trey Reads Tarot 2. Hoping you're having a great day today. 226 is on the timer now. February 26th could be your birthday. Amethyst, birth for confirmation, is very significant. 226 breaks down to 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, so some type of completion. So what type of completion is coming towards you, right? What are you completing? 1010 can be very significant. Maybe you just completed a degree, right? You're getting ready to graduate. That could be early, but nonetheless, you could be getting ready to graduate, move out. Let's see what you're completing here. Holy Spirit have brought me from the fall, the most I can always call. My intention is to ask, what is Shaq completing? With this 1010 out here. Could have just recently completed this as of February 20th, right? I know that's a little over a month ago, but you could have just completed this and just maybe they have a message for you. With that being said, Holy Spirit, separate me from the fall, the most I can always call. What has Chat recently completed or will be completing? Or just regarding just themselves in general. At the top of the deck, we have blessings and abundance. So maybe you could have incurred some blessings and abundance, or that's coming your way, right? This could be dealing with spiritual growth out here. So maybe you've been really taking the time to spiritually grow yourself. 1 to 3 on my timer, there's an elevation here. And that elevation could be blessings and abundance. I don't know what that looks like. I know it's beyond money because it's having to deal with some spiritual growth that you've been inciting and or enacting upon yourself. There's a sacred plan out here that's happening as well. What about that sacred plan? Dealing with some vulnerability and freedom, right? You being free and letting go, probably. When I think about that in terms of the other cards, I think of being blessed enough or being blessed because you let that shit go. Being blessed, blessings and abundance is on top of this vulnerability and freedom. When someone's vulnerable, they're letting go of qualms and or fear, right? So at the end of the day, what you have essentially let go of or completed, right, which is going to be let go of, the completion is dealing with some type of blessing and or maybe karmic cycle, right? It looks like that could be a karmic cycle out here with spiritual growth too. So what you're getting because you completed this karmic cycle and decided to take this head on is blessings, and that is coming from the completion and learning of a karmic cycle, which has encouraged some spiritual growth out here, right? Which has also allowed you to be more vulnerable with yourself, probably. I'm not going to say other people. Maybe that's also true, but this person is by themselves. So not only are you having blessings externally happening for you, right, because of this karmic cycle that is ending, right, dealing with spiritual growth, you have a lot of self-actualization, right, because you decided to be vulnerable with yourself, right? Clear, cancel, release. You're letting go. L is very significant. Let it go. Elsa, frozen, is very significant. Thawing out of your feelings and or emotions and letting that shit go and moving on is very significant. So you have spiritual growth, clear, cancel, release. When I see that, I think that the sacred plan out here was for you to go through this karmic cycle, right? Experience some spiritual growth here at your own will and know when to stop it at your own behest, right? And how did you stop it? You had to let go of those things that weren't serving you, right? Whatever that may look like. And in doing so, you probably reached another level of consciousness, which allowed you to be more vulnerable with yourself, which in turn allowed the blessings to come to you in abundance to build on top of that continuously and still is continuously growing at this point. I think this is a beautiful energy. Let's see the last card, cut the cords. Yeah, you probably had to do a cord cutting or cutting a releasing of those cords, maybe familial, right? Dealing with family things, friendship wise, but nonetheless you cut those cords, and that what was the completion leading to these blessings that are about to be poured onto you or have been poured onto you in the last month. That's the energy of the day. Know that your energy is your own. My energy is my own. Let no one try to adapt. If you host trauma, ancestors will break you like a pop.